Hello YouTube, Unknown Prepper here today, going over what is probably the most used portable heater on the market right now. We have the Portable Buddy by Mr. Heater. It's very common to see these, people take them camping or to sporting events to just kind of keep themselves warm. You know, you can keep your tent warm. They're kind of built for a smaller area, but one of the issues that I've always had with it is that it heats up real nice and does provide some heat, but a lot of the heat just escapes up the top. Now, if you have a tent with an open top, that just allows, 90% of the heat to escape. And then the other issue that a lot of people have is the tank size. So most people run these 1 pound tanks that you can get pretty much at any camping store or Walmart. And they're not bad. The 1 pound tanks are useful if you're only going to run it for a short period of time. But if you plan on running this throughout the night, the smaller tanks just are not enough to fuel this even on the low setting for more than a couple hours. I've used this a couple times to sleep in a trailer overnight for different camping events, and usually these smaller bottles will last just about 5 hours, depending on the temperature outside. It could be a little bit less than that, which isn't bad, but the problem is if you are sleeping somewhere that's really cold, that causes you to have to get up in the middle of the night to change the bottle. So there is better solutions to both of those issues, and I'm going to go over that. So let's go ahead and set that up, and then I'll show you. All right, so this is what I like to call the supercharged version of the Portable Buddy heater. And basically what that is, supplying the heater with enough fuel to run through the night. So we have a 20-pound propane tank, which they're typically filled with 15 pounds of propane. And then we have an extension hose, which allows you to keep the tank out of your tent or room, move it outside the room wherever you're sleeping, which is nice because, it's a giant thing of propane. I just don't want that near me when I'm trying to sleep. Full disclosure, you should have a filter on this line. I don't have one on the line just because it hasn't come in yet, but you should have a filter. Sometimes these hoses do gather up moisture, and then it'll actually put out the flame. So I do have a filter coming. But then the other half of the supercharged version of the Portable Buddy heater is this fan. Now this fan is really cool because it runs off of the heat alone. It actually has a little strip that you can see on the bottom there, that when that strip heats up, it actually generates electricity. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a little red wire there behind the fan itself. And basically what it does is as that strip heats up, it generates electricity and then turns the fan. Now the benefit to that is that all the heat is being pushed out throughout the room instead of rising straight up and then going into the ceiling where all the heat is lost, especially if you're sleeping on the floor, which most people do when they're camping. So if you guys have any questions about the setup, drop them down below. I don't personally recommend this specific one that I bought on Amazon just because the mounts are really crappy. I actually just have a zip tie holding it up for now, and I'm going to create a bracket to hold the fan up better. That way it's safe. I don't want to have that zip tie melt and it be dangerous. But if you guys have any questions, just drop them down below. But the addition of the fuel tank to run it all night and then the fan itself to heat the entire room is the best way to get the most out of your Portable Buddy heater. Thanks, guys.